Hey guys, so today I am doing a speed build of my university flat. I have already done a real life tour of my university flat on my main channel, so if you guys want to see that, I will leave a link to it in the description below. Um, but yeah, so I thought that I would recreate it on The Sims, just because I thought it would be kind of interesting, just because I think the flat is kind of a unique shape, and also because I kind of wanted to furnish it differently, because the way that we rent the flat is that it came furnished, so all the furnishing and stuff does not belong to us, and on top of that, we're not really allowed to decorate or put things on the walls in our flat, which kind of sucks. And so what I wanted to do was basically redesign the interior of the flat and kind of make it look a little bit more homey and lived in, because currently the flat still looks pretty much bare, and that's just because, we were only really there for a year. The lease is up at the end of August, so I will have to find a new place to live. But until then, this is like our home. And like I said, the furnishing and stuff in it is kind of plain, which I thought would kind of be boring to furnish on The Sims, especially because, I feel like when you make a house on The Sims, you're allowed to be a little bit more extravagant than usual. So I went with that. I kind of wanted to make it look a lot nicer and homey, but also keeping with the, I guess, regulations of renting a flat or apartment. I decided to keep all the flooring and the wallpaper pretty basic. I also decided to use some of the vampire stuff wall decorations to kind of make the place look a little bit more worn out and stuff like that. Not saying that my flat is in terrible condition or anything, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's a little bit old, and so obviously it's been lived in, so there might be a little bit it might be a little bit grotty or something, and there might be some stains and stuff around, which I guess is typical to any sort of place that you live in that's been around for a long time. So it's very much that. I just kind of wanted to make it look a little bit different than your regular polished build on The Sims, I guess. So that was also me experimenting with that. And so yeah, also on the outside, this house does not look pretty on the outside by any means whatsoever, and there's a lot of rooms that you see that I built which I don't actually do anything with, and that's because I first started out with making the layout of my actual flat, and then I just built around it so that it looked more regular on the outside, if that makes sense, because the way that my apartment building thing works is that it's actually just an old house that was converted into 3 different flats, and so I only know the layout of my flat. I don't know the layout of other people's flats, so I kind of just went with, I'm just going to build mine and we're going to see how it goes. Although from what I gather, I think the one across the hall from me is basically the same. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. I felt the need to say that. Even though this is not on the gallery, I decided not to upload it on the gallery just because I don't think it's anything special. I think this was just something that I wanted to do for me, and also I just wanted to build something on The Sims because it's been a while. So I thought I would, jump into it with something light, like this little build, I guess. However, I did have to redo this a couple of times because I was trying to figure out the layout of my flat, because there are so many stairs and things like that I was okay, what is the layout of my flat? I had to think about it. So yeah, here we go with putting in the vampire wall decorations and stuff. We do have quite a few cracks along the walls in our flat, although the ones in the game look really deep, whereas the ones that we have aren't that deep, so they're there, but you don't feel like the wall is gonna crash on you, that kind of thing. And yeah, but I don't know. I've been living in the flat for a year now. I've kind of grown accustomed to it. It's kind of cozy. It's kind of nice. Obviously, it would be nice if we had more furniture and stuff like that, and we could decorate it and put things on the walls, because then it would be, really lived in and really our thing. But a lot of student flats and stuff around here, you can't actually furnish and things like that, so just did the best with what I have. So right now I'm back on the house hunting market thing. Me and my friend are looking for 2-bedroom places now because our third roommate is going abroad for a year. So we only need a 2-bedroom place, and we are looking outside the university area because this year I am on placement year, which means I won't be in class, I'll be working, and so we want a place closer to where we work. So, it's been interesting looking at, different houses and stuff which aren't in the university area. Hopefully we find a place soon, just because we don't want to be stressed for time when moving out and stuff like that. But yeah, so as you guys can see, more of the vampire stuff is coming out. I find they were really limited because I was putting them in every room, and I was like looking for more things to put around that, looked homey and lived in, but it was really hard. But yeah, so the first bedroom I'm working on right now is mine. I have the biggest room in the house. The bedrooms in this house were actually not that different in terms of size, whereas we've been to a couple of house viewings that have been 3-bedroom, and there's always like one really nice bedroom and then the other two are just kind of average, which is also the same if you look at 2-bedroom houses. There's always like one really nice master bedroom and then one like crappier looking bedroom, and that is so hard whenever deciding to like live in a flat, because it's like we're roommates, so like technically we're equal, so our bedrooms should be equal, whereas other people that rent houses and stuff are okay with like having a master bedroom and a smaller bedroom because maybe it's like parents with children and stuff like that, where a smaller bedroom is fine. But as roommates who want to be equal, it's kind of like, well, who's going to get the big bedroom? It's kind of one of those things. So yeah, we try to find places which have similar sized bedrooms so it's not kind of, unfair for some people. But yeah, so moving on to one of my flatmates' bedrooms. I haven't been in my other flatmates' bedrooms before, really. I've obviously seen them a couple of times just when like checking into my roommates and stuff, but like other than that, I have not been in their rooms, so I was just kind of making up what their room would look like, trying to go off their personalities and stuff like that. And yeah, so roommate wise, I actually have 2 really good flatmates. I live with one of my friends who does the same course as me, and I also live with one of the people that I went to secondary school with, and we get along fine. It's been good. I know a lot of people complain about university roommates and stuff because they're not the best, but we get along really well. And if our one roommate wasn't going to Spain, then we could just stay in the flat that we have. But yeah, unfortunately that's not the way it always goes. And yeah, so finally, moving on to the bathroom and then screenshots. The bathroom's pretty basic, nothing really exciting going on there. And yeah, I guess that's really it. I don't really have anything else to say. I wish that I had more exciting stories to tell you guys of like living at uni and stuff like that, but honestly there's not really much to tell. It's not that exciting, but if I did have stories to tell you guys, then they would be on my main channel in vlogs and stuff like that. So if you're interested in finding out more about my uni adventures, then you can follow me on my main channel. And yeah, other than that, I'm gonna go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And let me know in the comments below how your uni life was or is, or what you hope it's going to be if you're not there yet, because I'll be interested to know. And yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.